All right, we're going to do the little longer explanation of this problem. 70 divided by 10 multiplied by the quantity 0 minus 7. Remember, the order of operations, we have parentheses, so you solve everything inside the parentheses first, which is 0 minus 7, which gives you negative 7. Remember, multiplication and division are solved left to right. Multiplication and division have equal precedence. A lot of people are confused when they use acronyms like PEMDAS, BODMAS, BIDMAS, BEDMAS. They think that they're six-step checklists, and that's incorrect. PEMDAS does not mean multiplication before division. Multiplication and division have equal precedence. Division is the same thing as multiplying by a reciprocal. So in this problem, we have division first, going left to right. So after we've solved inside the parentheses, we don't have any exponents or orders or indices, depending on what acronym you're using, but we do have division going left to right. 70 divided by 10 is 7. 7 multiplied by minus 7 gives you minus 49. Remember, whenever you have a number outside of parentheses, it's called implicit multiplication. Explicit multiplication is when you have an actual multiplication symbol showing multiplication. But when you do not, and you just have a number outside of parentheses, that is called implicit multiplication. So you need to multiply the 10. Well, actually, you multiply the 70 divided by 10 by what is inside of the parentheses. All right, so if we take PEMDAS as an example, there are 6 letters, but it's only a 4-step process. First, you have parentheses. And in the problem that we had here, it was 0 minus 7 is inside of the parentheses. We do not have any exponents in this problem, but we do have multiplication and division. Now, a lot of people think PEMDAS tells you multiplication comes first, which is a giant myth. A lot of people get that one wrong. Division is the same as multiplying by a reciprocal. Multiplication and division have equal precedence, and they're solved left to right. Same thing with addition and subtraction. That's a 4th step. But subtracting is nothing more than adding a negative number. So again, addition and subtraction, you can do those in any order, and you're going to get the same number. And here I'm just highlighting the implicit multiplication. Again, whenever you have numbers outside of a parentheses like this, it is implied that that is multiplication. Now, I will add that there is an older interpretation of the order of operations. It's not universal, but in some instances, implicit multiplication was given higher priority than explicit multiplication and even division. But that's not a universal convention. You'll actually find different calculators, some Casio models. Some models were programmed for the order of operations, giving precedence to implicit multiplication, but not all scientific calculators do that. And the general interpretation of PEMDAS and BODMAS and all the acronyms is that multiplication and division have equal precedence, and no priority is given to implicit multiplication. So I did want to throw that out there as well. And I know it's a little bit confusing, but you're going to run into different interpretations. In algebra, it was common and for times to, if you had something like AB without a multiplication symbol, it was considered to have higher priority than just regular explicit multiplication. And real quickly, I just want to show the results of a scientific calculator. This is a cell phone, Android phone calculator. 70 divided by 10 times the quantity 0 minus 7. Now, when you enter that in your calculator on an Android phone, it automatically puts the multiplication symbol in there for you because the Android phones, they're programmed to basically treat implicit and explicit multiplication the same. So the answer you're going to get is negative 49. Now, you may find other calculators that give priority and actually will try to multiply the 10 by what's inside of the parentheses. So that's where I'm bringing up the idea of implicit multiplication. You're going to find some instances where that is treated with higher priority, but again, that's not universal. Let's enter this into ChatGPT just to show you what their result is. So 70 divided by 10, and then we're going to multiply by 0 minus 7 in parentheses. And again, I'm entering it with the implicit multiplication, and we hit enter. Let's just see what it says. Okay, all right, let's solve it step by step. 70, there we go. Solve inside the parentheses, number 1, 0 minus 7 is minus 7. Now the expression becomes 70 divided by 10 multiplied by minus 7. Step 2, perform division. 70 divided by 10 is 7. Step 3, multiply by minus 7. 7 times minus 7 is minus 49. That's the generally accepted answer using the order of operations convention as PEMDAS and BODMAS are currently taught. Again, multiplication and division have equal precedence according to the strict interpretation. So there you have it.